so I'm Ruud van Geer from MSD. I'm responsible for product handling in Europe, Middle East, Africa, which basically and holds everything that is within the temperature control and monitoring space for our products.
My name is Richard Wood. I'm the Technical Director at Softbox Systems, and we develop temperature control packaging systems, and I'm responsible for the innovation within the organisation.
So it starts off in 2017, or even earlier, when we were developing a system. We had a small project, an innovation project between the two companies to develop thermal protection on an SKU level, on a single dose level, to see how far we can stretch that concept. We came a long way to develop a concept there and moved into adding connectivity to it. So we had a relatively connected single-use device that can be brought by patients into patients' home that provided us with connected information. Until the day I met with UNICEF during one of the IATA conferences, and they came in flying from a different angle. Said, we have challenges across the world with reaching out to people with vaccines and other products, your vaccines as well, and we're struggling to reach those people. So we're developing a UAV, a drone program. But on top of that, we don't have any visibility, detectability, control of those products while they're up in the air. So I was listening to that story from UNICEF, and the only thing I could think was, so what if we just stick one of our developments underneath a drone, our connected devices underneath a drone? So the first thing I did during the conference is giving Richard a quick WhatsApp.
I got a text message through, and Ruud said, well, do you think you could take the Smart Flask, because that's what we're calling the concept at that time, underneath the drone? First of all, I did a bit of a double take. It was like, what? Ruud's always coming up with weird ideas. So we actually got very quickly, just to make sure we're on the right track, one of the design team, I said, can you just, that product we're developing, can you just Photoshop it underneath this drone? And he was like, yeah, I can do that. So sent the picture back to Ruud and said, is this what you mean? And he's like, yeah, that's it. We've got a project for you.
So we took the picture. We went internally and said, we may be able to help some of our clients out, because UNICEF, Gavi, they're one of our biggest customers in the vaccine area. So we may be able to offer them help in reaching out to those people in need. So that got some momentum internally, up to the point that our senior vice president got note of it and basically added an additional challenge and says, I want you to be ready for disaster of hurricane season, to do disaster recovery after hurricane season this year. So that gave us about 6 weeks to develop a fully functioning concept to fly on our first drone flight in Switzerland. So that was a bit of a challenge, and we took it from there and said, what can we do in 6 weeks' time to be carried over Lugano in Switzerland?
So in a very short space of time, and part of what we did at Softbox was actually work with another partner in this project was AT&T and their IoT Connected Technologies division. And so we worked very quickly to actually repurpose some of the technology that was in the original Flask concept into a new shape and form that would fit inside a little packaging system we developed for the drone, so that we could at least do an initial proof of concept. So first of all, could we maintain temperature? Could we track the temperature? And we also took another piece of technology, a GPS receiver, and bolted that to the original concept. So now we could also track location. And in that 6-week time frame, also carry out some thermal tests to make sure that within reason it was going to work, which in the field it did, thankfully. And went out to Lugano. Quite a big team that went out there from both MSD and Softbox.
So we went, I think, 6 to 8 weeks down the road. We took our box, we went to Lugano, and we performed the first fully connected temperature controlled drone flight in the world, carrying vaccines to the other side of town. So that was a world's first for us, and the start of a broader set of concepts, proof of concepts that we did over time. So we did a number of additional proof of concepts for longer distances, flights over water. We even developed containers that can carry our Ebola vaccine with dry ice. So we're reaching out and branching out as the technology develops. And we're all doing that together with Softbox and AT&T. Their connected platform gives us visibility of where every shipment is, what the temperature is at any time, and that's now having a crossover into our more mainstream transportation and logistics space. So we're having a perfect playground, a perfect box and environment to test some of the connected and temperature controlled techniques, materials, dashboards in the background. What does the data connectivity do? What can we rely on the data coming back? So it's a perfect playground for us to get ready, build the foundation for a digital future for us.
Yes. And at the conference this week, it's surprising the number of companies. There's a lot of traditional technologies here, so box manufacturers. But equally, there's about as many manufacturers of connected devices, so real-time data loggers, and we see at Softbox it being a real kind of direction of travel for the industry. So increasing visibility, having real-time data that hopefully can provide for better temperature control and management of the product in distribution. And it was a very unique opportunity to work with MSD and Ruud and the team to sponsor this quite unique usage case, but then that has allowed us to learn an awful lot of how we can take this technology forward into the future.
Yeah. So besides still trying to make sure that we are ready for any disaster recovery, making sure that people in need get the medication they need, we are making sure that we do other proof of concepts, applying the same techniques and logic, being connected, getting ready for our internal digital transformation that we're going through in the next couple of years. And Richard pointed out, it's amazing to see how much focus there is on connectivity, IoT within the distribution space at the moment.
It seems to be the next area for real innovation within our industry.
Yep. So we're happy for this partnership, and looking forward to whatever's coming towards us.
Roll on the next crazy project.
Yeah.